What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junkie. SBK! Kick the beat. So guys, we know that Kanye West has been having his issues with, well, as Dr. Umar Johnson would call them, the untouchable community. Not only him, but Kyrie Irving. Now, what is similar between both superstars is they both lost their particular shoe deals, Kanye with Adidas and Kyrie with Nike. And also Kyrie Irving for doing a lot less than what Kanye did, in my opinion. He was suspended for 8 days, right? Or 8 games. And now, after multiple apologies, has been allowed back in the NBA. So it seems that the smoke with Kyrie Irving has now left the building. Kanye West, however, is being accused of other things. Now, let me just kind of get with this particular video that Kanye West has put out. He's talking about the fact that he is now free despite losing everything and certain things there. I want to play a little bit of this clip to kind of build the case for what we're talking about today, and then we'll come back.
You know, you saw what Adidas is trying to do. They showed you the reason why I put in the termination notice to Adidas originally a couple months back is they were trying to steal my company from me and steal my designs. They hired my lawyer. They paid the lawyer, Equan Rowe. They paid this lawyer to sign off my IP, North St. Chicago Psalms IP, to Adidas. This is a major company doing this to a major person in front of everyone. So what happens behind closed doors? If that can happen to Ye, what can happen to you? To your grandparents, to your parents, to your children, to your cousin, your nieces, your nephews.
So if you're listening to him there, he's talking about some other issues that he's had with Adidas and, obviously they were not getting along. I know that from what I was reading from the blogs, but here are some other things leveraged against him. That Kanye West was showing ex-staffers, let's just say PORN, in explicit videos of Kim Kardashian, not only of him with himself and Kim Kardashian, but apparently Kim Kardashian with other people. And that is also being leveraged to Kanye and saying that, he had a toxic work environment. There's a pretty good video that I saw on The Matter, and I want to take the opportunity to kind of play that to give a little bit more breadth and understanding to what we're talking about here.
He basically is getting accused of forcing his staffers at Adidas and Yeezy to watch. And he was basically showing pictures of his wife and like sex tapes that he had with other people while employees were at work, and even went into detail and saying that he wants to shoes. Yes, I'm not even kidding. He said he wants to make a shoe that he has like a long list of allegations basically going against him, with his staffers sort of like saying he had a weird ass work environment. He basically even showed the world of how he finds inspiration, and he dropping his own little documentary on his channel where he was showing the Yeezy employees porn, and he posted it on his own YouTube. So it's not like he's a stranger to this. But not only was he doing this, but he was kind of like forcefully like attacking people, making sure they watch it, and then like saying like weird ass shit about how he wants to the shoes and shit like that. Like at one point they said that he couldn't even focus in meetings unless he was like playing porn in the background. So in multiple interviews said that he has like a super extreme porn addiction or some shit like that.
So that's quite interesting in my honest opinion. Now, I like to discuss something because some of these former employees of Yeezy have talked about this, that he has a very sick pattern of predacious behavior towards women. He wants to shoe that he can, have intercourse with. But if that is the case, why didn't Adidas have an issue with it at that time? He plays mind games with employees. Well, certainly that's a lawsuit, right? It looks like it, but this was okay. Apparently Adidas had no issue with it as long as Kanye West was making sales. It seems that the only problem that Adidas had was once Kanye West started to question or have issues with quote unquote the untouchable community. In other words, you can harass women, you can harass employees, you could even risk getting us a lawsuit. But once you come for the people that are untouchable, then you're gonna lose everything. Now, if these ex-staffers had these issues, why didn't they sue the company? Why release the Rolling Stone now? Because if it could be true, I wouldn't doubt it because Kanye West is crazy, but it just seems odd. And I want guys to really understand something. You know, in America, are you really rich? Like seriously, are you rich? You're rich until, well, you can piss the wrong people off. So when we talk about financial independence, it's not necessarily so independent. There are rules, right? There's certain people that you just can't piss off or certain things that you can't do. And I think the issue is that some of these guys get rich and they think that they are bigger than what they really are until they find out that you're not. And this is why I feel it's so important for guys really in the black sector. And I know a lot of times in the black community, we don't like to really invest in our own community and try to own our own things and do things with the blacks. But it seems like, you know, once you get tied up with the Balenciagas of the world or Adidas of the world or other people in the world, those things are quickly taken away. So it's kind of hard to say that, you know, an individual is really self-made if you can lose it that fast. The reality is that Kanye West and Adidas, they had no problem with him doing whatever he wanted to do as long as he made money. Now, to be fair, Adidas is a German company. It is not a United States company. So that probably has something to do with it. But as long as you don't do X, Y, and Z, we're okay with it. This would explain why if Kanye West says something about blacks, they don't care. They don't care about people who typically don't have the power structure. They will care if it's people who do have the power structure. And that's what's important. Now, guys, I will always say, no matter how rich you get, you know, you never want to show personal things or be accused of things, because now once they start putting you in that R. Kelly kind of bubble, that Chris Brown kind of bubble, and you start getting there, it's kind of hard to come back from. But this stuff is very, very interesting. And to be honest, I really don't know who to believe. What about you guys? Do you think this is a smear campaign against Kanye West, his word against theirs, or is it somewhere in the middle, or is it absolutely true? You guys let me know in the comments. So guys, subscribe, hit the bell, check it out. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. I'm out.